What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it.
So I have like a general inquiry.
Okay.
English. General inquiry. Now, I haven't dated since
Have you read a book? Can't even speak.
2013. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah, wrap it up. It's hey, put the cleats up. You're out the game. It's done. It's a wrap.
You think back to 2013, most of you can't. The dating scene was different. There was no, Instagram had just come out. There was I don't know if dating apps existed. I don't know. But the influence was not there. You met someone in the wild. I met my ex-husband
Someone in the wild. It's the whole IRL dating. You know what's the first thing I look for in a woman? Intelligence. Because if she doesn't have that, she's mine. So it seems like this woman might even fit the bill.
the wild. It was a great time. The dating was beautiful. It was so non-toxic. It was great. Coming out of a divorce 2.5 years ago, and I've seen people in between, dated it a little bit, but now I'm throwing myself back out there.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
What happened? What?
Nothing happened, honey. You're just in a different league now. This is what a lot of these women don't realize is once you become single and you're back out on the market and you're older, you've gone through a divorce, your value goes down. I know it's crazy to think, right? But as women age, their value goes down. As men age, typically our value goes up. So now you're looking for the same men you were looking for, but you're older, you've got more trauma, you've got more baggage, but you want a higher price for the next man. You don't do better than your baby daddy. You don't do better than the first guy you was with. So if he wasn't nothing, the next guy's going to be nothing. This is what these women do. They go out in the dating market and they have an overinflated sense of self, and they think that they are worth more in the market now than they were 11 years ago. Baby girl, your value was higher a decade ago, not now.
When did humans become
Words.
not humans? When did women and men, relax, and men become a choice, or something that you just no, I don't like that one. Swipe.
I'm sorry. The main thing for me is all of this I can tell has a ton of makeup. All of this right here, it's almost like a Batman mask. You know what I mean? But then this is a completely different color. I don't know. We need to get that. We need to get that that toned in.
Or if it doesn't work out with that one, no worries, because I'll just find another one. Or no, this is too hard, I'm leaving. Or yeah, I thought I was ready, but yeah, I'm really not. Or I have
that sounds like a you problem.
too much trauma. So these are all my problems, and they're probably going to affect our relationship. So nah. Or yeah, I really like you, and I want to keep seeing you and taking you on dates, but you're probably not going to get a commitment from me. So we're just going to stay that way for a long time. Sorry?
Sorry?
What happened? Honestly, if there are genuine people out there, who just have old school values, maybe it's
Wait. Old school values? That should have been you. You should have stayed with the man you married. That's old school. So you can't ask, once again, you can't ask for a higher price of a man, a better man than the last guy you got with. This is what we call in the industry Frankensteining a man. They want to say, well, Jason had good PP and this other guy had good hair and so-and-so drove a Ferrari and so-and-so was really nice and the other one was kind of mean. It was cool. I liked the toxicity. So these women go out in the market and they try to Frankenstein a man, and it never works out. It absolutely never works out. You can never go out there and make a Frankenstein patchwork man that has all the qualities of all the men you've dealt with. This is why it's a low body count is so important when it comes to women in the dating market, because the more you compare yourself and compare yourself to other women, but also women compare their past man to the next man, bro, it's a wrap. Because how likely is it that every guy is going to be the best version of the last guy? It's like impossible, bro. I know the dating scene sucks, but so does getting hurt in an accident. Have you ever found yourself involved in a personal injury case? As an image consultant, I meet a lot of clients who are actually recovering from all sorts of injuries, from car accidents to workplace injuries. And I was actually surprised to see at how many people lose their personal injury cases, which is why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida for $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. And the best part is, it's all free unless you win your case. Now, if you've also been the victim of a personal injury or a serious accident, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, where you can start your free claim today.
Say, oh, he's controlling me because he doesn't want me to wear XYZ. No, you should respect that man enough not to put him in danger, realistically speaking. Because if you're too sexy and another man steps you, what now he's gotta say something. And if he doesn't say something, now he's not a man. You don't want no high value masculine man because now you're putting him in danger, and that's a problem. Girls are twisted out here.
Facts. To expand on that though, it's so funny to me that with women, if a man sets a preference, it's an insecurity. But when women set a boundary, it's just a preference. Isn't it so crazy? Like, as men, we understand other men. We understand that if you're going to go dressed provocatively somewhere, you're going to garner the attention of other men. So us as men say, hey, dress more modestly. This is why I say when a woman wants to be a queen, to be courted by a king, she needs to be quaint, uplifting, elegant, empathetic, and natural. And a king needs to be keen, impervious, noble, and groomed. You have those qualities, more than likely you can find your queen. But there's also two ways you can go about this in the dating market. Number one, you can find a woman when she's a villager and you're a villager. You can go build the kingdom together and boom, you can reap the rewards of your dynasty. Or you can become a king on your own fruition. Then you can pluck a villager, a little villager out of the, a hot little villager chick, and then you can make her a princess. But ladies, if you want to be a princess, you have to share your king with concubines. Go read the history books. It's how it works. Why would a man that's built an entire kingdom share or not share with other women? He built it all himself. Why are you entitled to his riches? You're not.
Here, it's delusion. It's giving delusion.
But women just don't want to understand this. I don't know why, but the fact that you think you can do whatever you want to do, and your man is supposed to just be okay with it. And if he's not okay with it, oh, well, he ain't the right man for me.
He's insecure.
Oh, well, he's trying to control me. Oh, who he think I am. And like she said, it's for our safety as women. To not put our husbands, our partners, boyfriends, whoever, in tough, dangerous situations.
Facts.
You think you could walk outside with your whole behind hanging out and then got to call your man and say, hey, babe, this guy did this to me. Or I don't know what we just don't want to understand. You can't do whatever you want. You just can't. When you do what you want to do, there's things that come with it. Is women just want to be so defiant and find any excuse to blame somebody else for their bad behaviors. Well, men shouldn't look at us. Well, men shouldn't say anything. Well, this or that. It's like, why don't you just hold yourself accountable to do better?
Here's the thing.
I mean, facts. This woman's preaching. I love it. Women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, if you're sick of the attention that you're getting from certain men, more than likely it's because you're marketing a certain product to them. Stop dressing a certain way, Start dressing a little bit more modestly. Start hanging around in areas where men aren't just looking for casual hookups.
Quick question for you. You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done.
Big bag.
My hair. I mean, we need stuff.
But I think that if he treats you right and he's got a plan.
Maybe if he has a plan to make money, but if he just plans.
Why is it always the girls that really ain't all that that want to ask for all that? This other girl's actually cute. This girl? Bro, no.
I'm being poor and living off me, I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor ass man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and...
Poor? I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man.
Looking like Fiona from Shrek. Talking about not a poor man. Reality hits these women pretty hard, though.
Only meet rich men.
So you don't think that puts you in a gold digger category?
100% I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you
Who's going to tell her?
think the men watching this would agree
100%.
that you're worth the
100%.
the wanting that man to spend and
How about new? Not the cap.
There ain't no way, cuz.
spoil?
Yep, 100%. Cause like, why am I gonna like, spend all my money on a man? I'm a surgeon.
Here's
You're
the
pre-med and now you're a surgeon. This was something I hated in college, how women would project their future job even though they're going to school for it. It's like, well, I'm this. It's like, baby girl, you're taking the same classes I'm taking. You ain't that yet. You got to graduate. I hate when people do that.
Is where are the blue collar men when they're not at work? Because they're rarely at
They're
the
at home playing video games or chilling, doing a hobby they enjoy.
bar. They're not on Hinge. Like, I can't find them anywhere. Sometimes at Buffalo Chip, but that's about it.
They're either on their way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're on their way to work. They're doing something to decompress. You know what I would do if I was one of these ladies, bro? I'd go to Hooters. I'd go to Hooters because I almost biggity bet you there's a lot of single men that go to Hooters. The last time I met with my stepdad. And my stepdad's like, let's go to Hooters. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. We go in there, and it's a lot of blue-collar single men. And I'm like, bro, this would be a great place for a woman to go. I don't know, Chad, do you agree with that? Do you think that's a good take or no?
Going on with the way men are talking to women these days.
Oh, it's the red pill content, and it's now so officially widespread and unavoidable that whilst it was originally aimed at people in like their 20s and high school, middle school years, it's reached people in their 30s and 40s, and I want to talk about it today because I've started to notice it too. Although in fairness, it really started to pick up and gain traction around like 10 years ago, so males in their 20s are now in their 30s and approaching their 40s, and this is how you ruin entire generations and spans of males. And
bro, see, and here's my thing about the whole red pill stuff. I don't even consider myself red pill. Chat, let me know. Do you guys consider me red pill? I don't consider me red because I'm in a relationship. I feel like a lot of the red pill creators out there are like, go your own way, don't talk to women. I preach relationships. I preach getting in meaningful relationships with women, not being promiscuous on both sides of the coin, having a family, having a nuclear family, having a mother and a husband and a dad, married before they carry a child. I would consider myself more green-pilled. I'll just make that up, green-pilled, which I believe in being a gentleman, dressing well, looking good, being the best version of yourself, and you attract the things in your life that you really want, right? If you can be the best version of yourself, more than likely you'll attract good things in your life. Red pill to me, and chat, let me know what you think. Red pill to me is more of like, be your own guy, be promiscuous, have a lot of chicks, do your own thing, don't take women seriously. See, I'm married. So I think relationships are really important, and I love being in a union with Cass. I think it's great. And so I think a lot of the red pill content has such a negative connotation right now because a lot of men that preach this content is like, women aren't worth it, don't get married, don't be in relationships. It's more of like an isolation like ideology, whereas me, I'm like, no, we need each other. We're better together, and together we're better. I think we can thrive in relationships, but the thing is, it's just all about building a meaningful relationship. That's the hard part, and finding someone that's real and not fake. That's the toughest part. But let me know what you think, guys.
dating for everyone. And if you're not familiar with red pill content, it's a lot of things now, but originally started as like male, like gym bro influencers trying to like teach beta males how to get women, but they would teach them all the wrong things so that they never actually got women, and they would be continually reliant on their channels, and they made money forever. But a huge problem with that, besides the fact that men are literally just keeping each other down, is that women also have to deal with the outcomes of this, because it's teaching them to treat women like garbage.
I love it. It's the red pill content now. It's always somebody else, right? It's never a woman's fault for her own decisions and what she's going on in her life. It's always somebody else's fault. It's crazy work.
And apparently that's how you get girls, which obviously never works. And it became so prevalent that I literally gave up on dating a few years ago because it was so irritating.
Oh, you gave up? God. We lost her, chat.
To deal with such horrible little men. And it's literally so unbelievably wild when you see it in person. About a year and a half ago or so, a friend of mine and I were at a bar somewhere, and we ran into this group of guys, and we got to talking and kind of hit it off. And it was like a large group, and they were like, oh, a bunch of us are gonna go back and like chill at the apartment and like listen to music, maybe watch the movies if you guys want to come hang out. It was a large group, and we're like, sure, that sounds fun, like an after party function. And so the moment we leave and we start like walking back to their apartment, which is a few blocks away, these men start being like weirdly passive aggressively rude to us, just openly, like blatantly to our faces. Like backhanded comments, subtle negging, all this is very like day one introductory to red pill content, right? Neg women and put them down. So literally red flags left and right till it gets to the point where we're like halfway to their apartment, and I turn to my friend, I like take her aside and I'm like, hey, what is going on here? And she's like, I don't know, but this is weird. Like, why are they suddenly such a-holes? And we both agree, like, we feel like we've committed to this. We're almost to the apartment, but if things don't turn around the second we get there, like, we're out because this is horrible. What is wrong with these men? So we finally get to the apartment where they said one of them lives, but then like a bunch of the other guys are just visiting in town, which is why there's blow up air mattresses everywhere. But right away, the whole place is decorated like an Airbnb and the vibes feel very hotel-ish. And my friend picks up on this right away too, and we pull each other into the bathroom where again, it looks like bathroom essentials at an Airbnb, and we're like,
I love it when a woman gets to the point. What's the point?
do they even live here? Like, are they lying about even living here? I don't know what's going on. This whole thing is weird. Like, the vibes are weird. We gotta get out of here. But we go back into the kitchen, and I think there's like 6 men or so that were there total. And 5 of them, roughly, all of them except for the one guy talking to us, essentially, are just like sitting down on their phones, like locked in, as if we're not even there. And we're looking at each other like, what are we even doing here? Because there's only one guy still talking to us, and he's just being openly rude to us. And it got to a point where even I wasn't trying to fight back anymore because I just didn't care. And you know that that's a bad sign when I've stopped fighting a man. And at no point would any of them give us a straight answer for whether or not that was an Airbnb they were staying at, which was like super weird. But at a certain point in being like ignored by these men in their own home, we were both kind of like, hey, so what's the move? Like, what are we doing here? Because they had promised us like that there would be food and stuff back at the place. Like, are we ordering pizzas? And they literally looked back at us and they went, I don't know, what are you doing here? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here, actually. I turned to my friend. My friend was like, yeah, what are we doing here? Like, yeah, why'd you invite us back here, man? And so I turned to my friend and I was like, well,
because they wanted to beat the Cheeks. Stupid. Are you serious? Like, why would a guy ever invite a girl back to the crib? It's to beat the Cheeks, bruv. Come on. What are you talking about?
Man.
She's a 1% female.
No, she's not. You
don't know me. You don't know what I put on the table in relation.
Honey, the chest tats, the neck tat. Like, did you just say, hey, all the first bit of real estate that you can see, that needs to be blasted with tats?
You're a single mother. I'm not
Single mom.
Cooked.
saying this to be mean, but you are not in the.
You're mean.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You are not in the 1% of desirable partners out there. You're just not. Based off of all the things you've provided, you're looking for a less than 1% man, and it's possible, but it's not probable.
Do you want me to lower my standards or what?
Find a
I'd
partner
rather
and
to be alone
you'd rather-
than agree with their bare minimum. Period.
There it is.
Here's the thing.
That's crazy, bro. A single mom asking for all of this. This is what's so crazy to me is like these single moms really think that their value is out the wazoo. Boo-boo, you're a single mom. What are you talking about? Like, what are you even muttering with your lips right now? It's crazy.
This is for all the men. I hope you guys know that there are still women out there that don't want any materialistic things from you guys. Not your money, not your house, not your 401k, not your cars, nothing. Except your trust.
Yeah, those women are typically in other countries. They're not here in the U.S. Most of the women here in the U.S. are, they want a man to have a good job. They want to be 6 foot. It's the mark of the beast, right? 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 inches, 6 figures, all the 6s in succession there.
Tribute to my birthday dinner.
Oh.
I invited to my birthday dinner.
Person worked their whole life to create. But until that becomes the norm again,
all right, come on.
Be cautious.
His broke ass didn't contribute to my birthday dinner.
Oh.
I invited 10 people. We were all just having a good time, just ordering drinks and food. And then the bill came. The bill was $4,600.
$4,600?
Oh, hell no. What the hell was y'all ordering? And what's the name of that
Did she just get like a whole bucket at Cane's? Like that right there, I think is like $100.
damn restaurant? Because I need to make sure that I bypass that shit.
Oh, what?
But he literally pitched in $18.
Oh.
Well, hell, Victor, I need to hear this. Tell me your part.
Okay. Victor, I hope your ass wasn't eating up some shit and didn't pay.
He's gonna be like, I had one drink.
Okay, well, let me tell you the truth. So basically, she went to a restaurant that she can't afford, and other people were there was ordering steaks, lobster tails, all that. And I looked at the menu. I knew I wasn't finna buy all that. So I bought calamari and a Sprite for $18. And that's what I gave her, and she looked at me crazy, and I looked at her crazy right back. Because I'm the only one with sense, baby.
Okay, bitch.
He cooked her. He cooked her. He said, I'm the only one with sense. That's crazy work. Loki, does somebody want a beef lung? Free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. But dude, this is why I say never pay for the first date. Make a woman go 50-50 with you. Because you need to know that she has skin in the game just like you got skin in the game. And a woman that sees you as a superior will go 50-50 on that first date. Now, unless she's super traditional, she's maybe didn't have a lot of partners in the past, things like that. You met her in a place that's more conservative, then I would say maybe pay for the first date. But if it's one of these modern women, bro, we going 50-50, baby girl. We going 50-50. I want you to pay. And honestly, you should pull a prank on her the first time. Like, oh, I forgot my debit card. Is there any way you can get this? I'll get the next one. Bro, I did that so many times. You think I'm going to pay for you? Because the thing is when you pay for a woman the first time, she automatically goes, he's a sucker. He's a simp. That's why you can't pay for that first date. Maybe the second or third one, but you got to let women earn that from you. You can't just give it to them. They got to earn that from you. And I think that's one thing that a lot of men forget when they get into the dating market is that women need to earn your respect just as much as you need to earn their body. Men are in charge of relationships. Women are in charge of sex. So it's like we control those different accesses, right? So if you don't make a woman earn that respect from you, then she's going to think she can trample all over you, bruv. Like when I was in college, I was a complete savage. I only did things that got results. I didn't do things that were nice and moral and ethical. And so to the girl that was talking earlier about how these guys were being mean and then they were being so mean and they were being so rude and they were being this and that. Here's the thing, boo-boo. You still went to their apartment. Shots fired! Like, talking about all this mean stuff that they were doing, you still went back to the crib with them. So clearly it worked. If he was being so mean that you didn't like him, you should have not went. But that wasn't the case. That's what I'm saying. Women will say one thing and do a complete other. It's wild work out here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the 2 ebooks, The 4 Pillars of Personality and The 4 Steps to Style that make you irresistible to women and respected by men. Loki, did you have a good time today? He's a big back.
Big back, big back.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.